Hey, this is Danny Muro, formerly of the band White Tiger, now the Killing Floor Project. And you're watching the Decade That Rocked podcast.
I'd love to talk to you about the first band you really started to shoot live, and then got to know, and then, were there from the early days. And that band is early New Jersey legends, White Tiger.
There's the first local band where I got to know and, actually shot them backstage and did photo studio shoot with that. We were heavy metal.
Hey guys, it's good to be with you, and thanks for the opportunity to talk a little bit about wonderful memories. I think Suzette from Dee's wife from Twisted Sister, she was doing our clothes back then. So she was there, with the wardrobe, and we had a great photo shoot. And I think that shot probably ran for 2 years after that. People loved what we did. It was a dream come true, man. I mean, it was like, this was probably the most prolific rock scene in the country at that time. John had some songs that he had already written. I don't know who he had written them with. And he was putting his band together at that point.
This is before Bon Jovi?
Way before. It's 81. This is the summer
81. So,
yeah. But he was putting it together. And I think he wanted to call, I found out later he did want to call it Bon Jovi. But this was like the middle of the summertime. So we rehearsed, and I listened and started to try to write some stuff for it. And, what John does musically is not what I do, and it's not where I'm coming from. So it was a struggle for me. People all over the country that had remembered White Tiger, they really never knew what happened. White Tiger just wasn't playing anymore. They didn't know what had happened to White Tiger. So all of a sudden, after 37 years, White Tiger's going to play again. And it was like, oh, what? White Tiger?
The 80s were an era of musical excess, and photographer Mark Weiss was there to document the biggest and most dangerous bands of the time. From Van Halen, Ozzy, Metallica, to Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, and Guns N' Roses, the Decade That Rocked podcast will look back at the period's most historic music and moments through Mark's iconic images. New interviews with rock stars, both old and new, will give fans a backstage pass to the most hedonistic era in music. Along for the ride is me, Mark's co-host, Greg Alpert, music journalist, comedy podcast host, and 80s rock addict, and I'll help shape the conversation from a fan's perspective. Come with us for a decadent celebration of the decade that rocked.